Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. So we are going to jump right into the reading. So this is going to be a seahorse reading. The sign of the seahorse is going to be connected to, or it is connected to, divine counterparts. So I've written an automatic writing poem. I'll read that out and then we're going to get straight into the reading. So the poem says, by oceanic law, good luck is about to pour. Deep into your womb, the phallus electricity will boom. With the power of Poseidon's staff, remember the times of Atlantis. Enter the realm of magic. The seahorse is here to guide the way out of rough waters into the sacred well. Unity and unconditional love are sent from above, from the highest point to the seabed. Even evil spirits are divinely led for you to rise up and declare no death. The masculine carries the seed, so the feminine can do the deed. A change of perspective will strengthen connection. The courtship dance begins here. A match made in deep water can withstand pressure from shallow minds. Jump in with both feet, leave the old paradigm behind. And I'll leave this automatic writing poem in the description of this video. But I've been seeing the seahorse a lot for the past few years. I've been seeing the seahorse everywhere, but I've been seeing it a lot recently. And Spirit actually gave me the title to be doing this reading about 2 months ago, but they said they will let me know when it is time to be coming on here and doing this reading. I recently did a Twinflame blueprint reading. They bringing that up on my mind. So the seahorse is connected to twin flames and to divine counterparts, to being on this journey. And I know right now I've been feeling it in the ethers, not just in the ethers, it's been anchored into this 3D, into this earthly realm, that a lot of people will be coming into union. So a lot of people who've been doing the inner work, the shadow work, who are ready now to be on the front line, to have pulled themselves up to a higher plane of consciousness and a whole on their own. You need to be whole on your own, and you need to be in union within before you can come into union in this 3D reality. But this is what is happening right now. So you're going to be you're probably seeing a lot of more of these videos of people talking about union, because I'm hearing rife. Union is rife. Union is rife. So there's going to be, they're saying, like an epidemic of unions that is going on, but a lot of powerful souls are being brought together now. They're showing me the red string of fate, and they're saying what you are seeking has been seeking you. What you are seeking has been seeking you. So you've always been on the way to each other. You've always known that you will be meeting this person in the physical in this lifetime, but now it's happening. And obviously with the seahorse is connected to the divine masculine, because it's the seahorse that carries and births the babies within the water, not the divine feminine like it is with humans. So there's like this switching, and they're now showing me a mirror, but they're showing me a mirror within the water. And obviously the water element is connected to emotions. They're showing me a mirror. So at a heart level and at an emotional level, you will be mirroring in each other right now. I do feel like the divine masculines, I felt like nervous all of a sudden, like there's something going on within my sacral and root. So the masculines are being asked right now to be birthing, to be making a move in this 3D, in the physical reality. It's up to the masculines, not the divine feminines, to be making that first move and to birth this connection and this union in the 3D. Because the divine feminines have been kind of, I'm seeing a mermaid, and she's holding a staff, and she's like banging the staff as if announcing it is time, but she's banging it on the seabed, and this causes a vibration and a shift, and this is what is going on. So like the spiritual world obviously is a divine feminine, it's a woman's domain, and in this material matter is a man's domain. So the divine masculines are now being asked, and they're feeling these vibrations, they're being asked, they're being pushed now to make a move and to birth this union into physical reality. And this is what is going on right now. But a lot of masculines, they could be experiencing like like a butterflies, or like a funny stomach. Maybe their stomach could be like quite hard at the moment. It could even be like diarrhea, those kind of symptoms. But I'm also getting kind of like Braxton Hicks and like a pre-labor that is going on, because obviously they're being asked to birth this union into the physical. So it's like they're feeling like this kind of like cramping, like physical labor. They can kind of feel it, but they're saying a pre-labor. Obviously the feminine, whatever the masculine is going through, whatever the feminine is going through, you do feel each other because you are connected. So you could be feeling this. Spirit are just wanting you to, if you are feeling this, if you get like a stomach ache or diarrhea out of nowhere when you've been healthy and you've been fine, they want you to sit with yourself, place your hand on your on your womb in this area, and you want to be holding the space. You want to be sending healing vibes to yourself, and as you do this, you'll be holding the space and sending healing vibes to the divine masculine. But they wanted me, I keep wanting to go down to put my phone down. They reminded me, they wanted me to share with you dreams that I had last night, which will be connected to this reading. So the dreams that I had, I dreamt that I was at a party and there was like men everywhere in suits there, right? And 3 of these men were interested in me. They wanted to date me. They were like asking me out. And one of them came up to me and he asked me if I wanted to get married. And I wasn't sure. And he said, well, what have you got to lose? And then I still felt this hesitancy that I wasn't sure on who to choose. But at the same time, I could feel this undeniable chemistry between me and one of the men. But it's the man that is like my most different to my usual type. And then all of a sudden the dream switched, right? And then I was skydiving with a group of people. I did it once and then I did it again. But the first time I did it, I was wearing like a black like harness thing. And it was like padded. I felt like very protected. I was wearing that. So I did the skydive, landed. Everything was perfect. Everything went fine. So I went and did it again. But the second time I did it, the parachute wouldn't open. I was pulling and pulling and pulling and it wouldn't open. So I started shouting to the man next to me, it won't open, it won't open. And he's just grabbed me and with like interlinked arms. And then we started spinning and we're spinning down towards the earth. And then we ended up landing in water. But there was like a wall like right there. So we swam over to the wall and we just climbed up. So we made it onto the land. And then I was angry, obviously, that the parachute didn't work. And I said it worked the first time. But then I said that I did realise on the second time that the parachute was, firstly, it was white. And it was just like one little strip around me. So it was quite flimsy and it wasn't like as protected. It wasn't as padded. And I didn't feel like as supported. But obviously then when I've shouted and I've linked arms with this man and we span down together, down to earth, I felt supported. I knew we were going to land fine as soon as I have interlinked with this man in the dream. So obviously that is a sign that, again, that this union is going to be birthed in the physical reality, that it will make it to this physical 3D, that it will make it to earth, it will make it to land. Because it's been existing in the 5D and in the ethers and in the spirit realms and in the astral realms for quite a few years now. But now it is actually coming to be. Spirit is saying it's coming to be. So which deck did we want to start with? This one. Can I get some messages, please, for the collective when it comes to the seahorse sign and divine counterparts? You could be seeing like images of seahorses everywhere right now. We have water, emotional well-being. Love that. That we have the water element and the dolphin coming out right away, because dolphins, again, are also very, very connected to divine counterparts. Dolphins are planetary gatekeepers. And again, this is like, you see here it has this mirror effect. And they were showing me a mirror within the water. And this is what's going on. There is a huge mirroring going on between you and your divine counterpart. So you can really be feeling each other right now. You could be pulling on each other right now. Those of you who are being watched, who you feel like you're being watched by your divine counterpart, you know, like that secret admirer kind of energy. You could really feel it pulling on your energy. If you're experiencing that, you do need to stand your ground, stand your spiritual ground. Because again, this secret admirer needs this. It feels like the divine masculine, they need to make themselves known. They need to make that move. And I feel like they're hesitant and they're nervous. They're afraid because the divine feminine, she's not just Eve, she's also Lilith. She's not just light, she's also dark. So she has that many layers to her nature, but she's very rooted and she's very grounded and she's standing in her power. And he kind of like feels like a knight. Like she's the empress and he kind of feels like a knight, but he's not a knight. He's been doing the work as well and he's risen up. He's the emperor. But he's still like this hesitancy and this nervousness for him coming forward, because he could also be worried about like how the divine feminine is going to react. Like, is she going to snap my head off and be like, where are you? You're late. Again, they're not late. Divine masculines are not late. I know it seems like this path, this twin flame, this divine union path has been going on forever and ever and ever. For some of you, it has been lifetimes, so it will feel like that, particularly when you're very close to union, but everything in divine time. God doesn't make any mistakes. You'll be coming together in divine time. You got the number 7 here, so you could be seeing 7s everywhere. And obviously 7 is a very spiritual number. It's connected to enlightenment. I'm hearing Yeshua. It's connected to Yeshua. So you guys could be really feeling Jesus Christ energy around you at present, and feeling really connected to your heart and the Christ consciousness that exists within you. And this is obviously because when you're gearing up and you're very, very close to union, you will be walking that path of the heart. So you will be very much within the Christ consciousness within you. You'll be very connected to that spark of God that exists within you. We have go with the flow, paddle on. And this here looks like a woman by the hair in a boat, but you're being asked to go with the flow. Again, we've got a lot of water energy, because there is deep emotions that exist between you, and these will be emotions that they're saying eons, that have been going on for eons. It's kind of been developing for eons. So you can have this chemistry and this overflow of love for your divine counterpart that you have been feeling and waiting to express for lifetimes. Because it's that reconciliation that is about to happen with you and this soul. It's like the oldest soul that you have ever known, they're saying. It's the oldest soul that you have ever known. So it's a huge reconciliation, and it is going to feel very, very overwhelming. But obviously it's a happy overwhelm. They're saying happy tears, but it will be that happy overwhelm. But again, that will create that nervousness energy that I was feeling. But you're being asked to keep on the stream that you are currently on. Keep going on the stream you are currently on. And then all of a sudden, as if by magic, you're going to see another boat coming towards you, and you're going to meet in the middle. They're saying you're going to be coming into the same port. So you may be coming from different lands or different paths, but now you're going to be coming into the same sea and into the same port. What sea is it? Is it the Red Sea? There's a sea where two oceans touch. I forget what oceans. It's two oceans and they come together and they touch, but that's what they're showing me. And like the waters look different and the waves are different, but when they come together and they touch, for like that split second, it's like they merge and they become one. What else, Spirit? They're showing me a parachute again. And the parachute coming down, so you're coming down to earth. And the connection is being grounded. It's being grounded and anchored. And Spirit will often say the divine masculine is the anchor. So the divine feminine can often be quite flighty or exist more, because obviously she has the womb and more connected to the spirit realm. But the divine feminine can exist more in the higher chakras, and the divine masculine is going to come in and ground. They're saying ground the vision. They're going to really and truly ground the vision. We have here boundaries, set them daily, and there's a key. And you see there's a key, and this here looks like a portal, right? There's a key lying on the path, and the path is leading to what looks like the entrance of a castle, but there's nothing really behind it. I'm just getting a portal, and you've got the sun behind. So it's a portal to Christ consciousness. It's portal to joy. It's portal to happiness. You both hold the key to each other, and you hold, they're saying you hold the coding to each other. You can activate certain parts of each other's blueprint that nobody else could, that no other karmic could, that no other family member or friend, anyone that you came into contact with, they couldn't unlock this coding. It could only be done by your divine counterpart. And when this coding is unlocked, you're going to find it very, very easy to quantum jump. Very easy to quantum jump, quantum leap. You're really going to merge your lower self and your higher self. You could be very much in balance and you're very much in union anyway. But it's like you take the bridge and the gap between your lower self and your higher self to another level. So a lot of your gifts and a lot of your light is going to be activated, even though you may feel like you've already activated everything. They're saying there's room for more light. There's room for more grace that will be activated within you. So it's very exciting. For a lot of you, you could be led down a completely different path when you come together. Because obviously when you come together, you're coming together because you have a purpose and you're going to be asked by God to be on the front lines. And some of you may be aware of your purpose like separately. You'll be on your own paths and your own mission separately. When you come together, there's going to be a new path laid out on a new purpose that you may not be aware of yet. The boundaries is coming through again for those of you who feel like somebody's watching you. You've got eyes on you like a secret admirer and they're kind of pulling on your energy. You need to put boundaries up. Basically declaring like you need to express yourself or come out in the open. Stop hiding in the shallows and just watching me. Even if they've got good intentions, even if they're watching you and they're like, they find you beautiful, amazing. They're really drawn to your essence. They're still lurking in the shadows, isn't it? It's still watching. What else, Spirit? We have here evolution, birthing the new. Exactly that. And you see how the baby here, the baby in the womb, which is also the shape of the heart, and then you have the masculine and the feminine, the Venus and the Mars. So you are those mirrors, and you are coming together. And look, we have that red string of fate. Some of you could have been worried or had fears that you wouldn't actually come together in the physical in this lifetime. But Spirit are confirming that you will. And you would have been seeing signs that you will be coming together. I feel like this, if this doubt is not coming from you, you could be picking it up from your divine counterpart. But some of you as well, you will be birthing not just creativity or like your purpose together, your path together. You could well be birthing a spirit baby into the 3D. And then we have white, purity and innocence. And I love how it's got the diamond and it's wrapped in the angel wing. So it's that diamond activation. And this is that blueprint that will be awoken within you fully. It's that diamond activation. And they're saying a kundalini rising, a complete kundalini rising, especially when you physically meet and then you go on to be intimate with each other. It's going to completely awaken you to God. They're saying the cosmic orgasm. The cosmic orgasm is going to completely connect you to God, to the Most High, to the angelic frequency, to the angelic realms. And they're talking again about how my dream, the parachute started off as black and then it moved to white. Because you're moving into this purity. So before you could have been in like this defensive mode, you could have been fearful that you're never going to come into connection with your divine counterpart. And it's moved from like that protective, defensive kind of energy. And it's moving more into white now, into purity, into innocence. Into being connected to your heart and into trusting and believing in yourself and in your path. And believing and trusting in your divine counterpart. That they are going to make that move. That they are going to birth this connection in the physical. Because again, that move needs to be made by the divine masculine. So the divine feminines, you just need to keep holding the line and hold your frequency. Hold your ground in the spirit realm. Remember, again, they're showing me the mermaid again with the staff. And she's tapping it on the seabed floor. And it's causing these vibrations. Which are felt by the divine masculine. We have priorities, building blocks for life. Again, we got angel wings. So you guys could be seeing angel wings everywhere. Maybe you're finding feathers. But you have the pyramid here, and the pyramid is one of protection. I love how it's the rainbow colours, because the rainbow reality is that reality that you claim, that you create with your willpower, but also in unison with what God has destined for you. So many people will have chosen to like kind of turn away from this path of union with their divine counterpart, and that's their choice. They chose that of their own free will. But you guys watching this have obviously chosen to ascend, and you've chosen to keep going along the path. And no matter how hard it was, no matter how it kept, I'm seeing like a heart breaking. It kept cracking your heart open because your heart, I said art. Some of you could be, painters. You could create a lot of art. They're saying you will create art together. Maybe both of you are artists, but they could also be using this as a metaphor that you will be creating art together, because they're talking about how life is art itself. And now they're talking about how many artists who go down in history, who were like classical artists, are often not known for their work until they pass over, until they transition. But they're saying you will be known for your work while you are here, while you're in the physical reality, while you are alive. So again, it's that confirmation of things being anchored, of things being grounded, and blessings and opportunities coming in that are being kind of just like lingering in the ethers, and you've probably been feeling them. And almost as if that you could touch them, they're right there, but they were on the other side. They're now coming here with you, Earthside. But again, priorities. You've chosen to stick out the path no matter how hard it gets. No matter how many people are pointing fingers at you and laughing at you, being like, oh, you believe that you're a divine counterpart. You believe that you were destined for true love. And you were like, yes. You ignored all of these put downs, these people trying to throw digs at you and shade at you and judge you, and you kept on. Which deck next, Spirit? This one. I want to get some poems from my deck. So what poems do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? We have Mother Mary here with us, by the way, in this reading. Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Metatron that I called in before I started the reading. Okay, so this poem says, I released the old to allow space for the new. God has something up his sleeve, it had to be left to brew, like a good old-fashioned stew. The flavours have risen to the surface. It took a while, but you've broken those generational curses. Keep those new boundaries intact so others can't do you dirty. There'll be no knives in the back of a soul who senses a well-laid trap. Discernment is a magic. Follow your intuition to the point of habit. Turn the page, a new chapter begins. This isn't a race to see whose higher self wins. The only competition lies within. Will you be better than yesterday when the new dawn beckons? And this is it. You guys walk with so much grace. And I do feel like I'm just seeing someone walk along a path. And you're walking along like a yellow brick road. And then there's people walking beside you. But the road that they're walking is all grey and dull. And it's got like potholes and stones and rubble and crap. And they're walking along. And they're looking at you. They're like, ha, 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 ha. They're like pointing. Some of you could have been bullied a lot when you were kids. Maybe you bullied a lot when you were kids. But I'm also getting like adolescence, teenager. And then going into your adulthood, you could have been bullied like throughout your life. And you just kept your head held high, and you kept walking and you kept going. And this will not be in vain. Spirit want you to know that this will not be in vain. And now you hold that discernment. You know who has good intentions towards you. You know who has ill intentions towards you. And they're saying you know who is like all happy and smiling in your face. That maybe they're like, so I'm so happy for you if you got like a new job or something like that. You know when someone is clapping for you to your face and smiling, but you can feel the energies off. You can feel like within they're like, oh, what, they don't deserve that. Why has that happened to them? You can feel this kind of nasty or bitter energy coming from people. You won't necessarily like call them out on it or say anything. You don't need to. But when you feel this now, you're going to be removing those people from your life. I'm not even getting being held at arm's length. You're going to remove these people completely from your life because they don't deserve to be around you. And you're saying to yourself, like, if you don't like someone, what's the point? Why would you want to be around them? You don't understand people like that. But these people aren't your people, so they aren't for you to understand, you know. But you are definitely walking into a new dawn. It said the new dawn beckons, so a new dawn, a new chapter, and that is union in the physical. It could have been family as well. That's some of you were bullied by. I just heard family. Okay, so the next poem says, where there's a will, there's a way. Don't pull it off for another day. Rain, rain, go away, my childhood self would say. We're walking hand in hand, reprogrammed and connected to shamanic land. 3 stones, a white feather and ceremonial staff. Trust that the tower moments will pass. The lightning bolt strikes to activate, not to wreak havoc, that's the victim state. Divine paths are meant to be long and winding. Shortcuts are for the blind-sided. Discernment or dissonance, what will it be? You hold the key to self-mastery. What are you waiting for? Open the lock. Step into your new reality or lose the plot. Staying the same is a mad hatter's lot. Yeah, so you guys really refuse to stay the same. You refuse to stay down and out, Spirit is saying. You got yourself up out of depression. I'm hearing insomnia. So maybe in the past you guys didn't sleep or you struggled to sleep. This was connected to like a psychic attack. So you've really worked on your spiritual hygiene of connecting more to your higher self, to God, of strengthening your auric field and tapping into that intuition. But again, the key, particularly the ornate key, the key is a very powerful symbol as well. In life in general, but for divine counterparts, for twin flames, because again you hold the key to yourself, but you also hold the key to each other. You're going to be unlocking parts of yourself that nobody else can. They keep saying this. So you may feel like you know yourself because you're in your power, right? And you moved on up into a higher frequency. So you may feel like, right, yep, I know myself, I know who I am, I know my purpose. And then this union comes in and it kind of blows you wide open. It blows everything wide open. You're like, you kind of feel like a clean slate. It's an energy feeling like a clean slate. And I feel like that's why we had the baby was on one of the cards. They had the baby come out here with the red thread and the Venus and the Mars, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. So it may leave you feeling naked and vulnerable like a newborn baby. Then this union comes in. And again, this is what it feels like when you look at each other. You're going to feel completely naked and vulnerable because there's nothing you can hide from each other because you're that mirror. They're showing me that mirror, but in the ocean, you are that mirror to each other, particularly the mirror to each other's hearts and to each other's intentions. What else, Spirit? Jeez. Okay, so this poem says, the eclipse awakens her desires. She decided to ignite her inner fire. Lustful energies consume her body. The mind and soul want to go steady. Sensual eyes gaze at the nighttime sky. All is but black and white. Honor both sides tonight. Lilith and Eve can both be a tease. God will deploy his most fierce soldiers. The goddess will rise, breaking through the boulders. Density is fun when in the physical, but please don't discard the spiritual. When two bodies merge, you'll feel a surge. Life force energy, there is always plenty. Be mindful, don't just throw it around, or cause of past lovers abound. Black and white is very, very significant, because that keeps coming up, black and white. And obviously, again, that's that, I feel like, again, I'm just getting a mirroring. That's that mirroring, but it's the black and white. It's the light and the dark. It's the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming together. But you could be seeing black and white everywhere. Maybe you've been like wearing like a lot of black or a lot of white. Maybe when you meet this person, they're dressed in like all black or like all white. But there's like this, again, the white, there's like this purity and this innocence. It could be your auras, like your auras have a lot of white in, particularly up here where your crown is and where your third eye is. There's a lot of white right now. And when you guys come into union, because you're very, very connected to your higher selves and you're very connected to God, because you do need to be in the right place in the right time if this is not online. Even with online, if it's going to be an online reach out, they need to be doing it at the divine time. Not a moment before, not a moment too late, at the divine time. So you need to be listening to God when God is saying go, now, go, now. Do you want another poem? One more. Can I get one more poem, please? And again, that poem confirms the chemistry that you're going to feel. Because in my dream, I had this undeniable chemistry with this man who wasn't my usual type. But I couldn't deny the chemistry. And I think that's where the confusion was coming from. Because there was no confusion when it came to the chemistry and what I was feeling on the soul level. It was like the human self was like, but they're not my usual type. And that's what needs to be nipped in the bud. Because for a lot of divine counterparts, there may be something about them that's not your usual type. It doesn't have to be like the physicality. It could just be their personality and the energy and the spirit, or how they treat you. Because obviously you're going to be used to people who weren't the one, or to karmas, to people who are helping you learn those lessons to strengthen your discernment and know what you do and don't deserve. So you may not be used to how this person is going to treat you, which will be unconditional love. And again, they're going to completely see you. So you are going to be feeling very open, very naked, very vulnerable. One more poem, please, Spirit. What to the collective? Thank you. Okay, so this poem says, did you do as your ancestors asked, or too busy reliving the past? That one time you had a blast, the good times never last. The mind likes to play tricks, tells its versions of stories well, paints a fractured picture. Earth has asked us not to litter, that includes ourselves, or do you enjoy living in hell? Yeah, so this is that confirmation of kind of, you need to get your human self in line, because you don't want your human self, your ego, the logical mind to come in and to sabotage this when you come into union. So a lot of you will be working on this right now, because God is not going to bring you into union if you're not ready, or he feels like there could be a chance for you to sabotage it. So a lot of you are working on this right now. I feel like you will be rewiring your brain and like reprogramming your brain when it comes to love and when it comes to believing in true love. A lot of you could be drawn to watching a lot of romantic movies. I'm seeing The Holiday. Got Cameron Diaz in that movie. The Holiday is coming forward, and obviously in that Holiday as well, it's asking you to be the main character and to take risks. And again, because obviously they did the house switch, didn't they? And they just switched completely different countries, so England and then in the US. So if you're being asked to travel somewhere, get up and go. If you're being asked to attend an event, attend that event. If you're being asked to reach out to that person online that you've been having your eye on, I feel like this is more for the masculines. And you feel like God is saying right now, today, you need to reach out today. You need to do it. Don't pull it off anymore. This deck. Can I get a few cards, please, Spirit, from this deck? What do the collective need to hear, see, know right now? They just keep showing me a seahorse, seahorse, seahorse. And how they're talking about how the seahorse kind of looks like a, you know, like a mini dragon. Seahorse looks like a mini dragon. And they're talking about how there is a fire-breathing dragon within people who claim themselves. There is a fire-breathing dragon. And I feel like this is what the divine masculine is a bit hesitant in reaching out. He's a bit nervous because I feel like this is what he can see. He can see the fire-breathing dragon within the divine feminine. And this is what's making him hesitant because he's like, oh, I don't know how she's going to take my message. I don't know how she's going to take this union. Is she going to snap my head off? They keep getting the feeling like they think they're late. They're late. Again, everything in divine time. They are not late. Or maybe this is what the divine feminine has been saying to herself. Where are they? Like they're not late, divine time. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few cards, please, from this deck? We have spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. Yet there's a new path that will be laid out when you come into union. My guides have been saying for years, the sign is a white dove. The sign is a white dove. We got a white dove here. Maybe you're seeing white doves, or you could be seeing photos of white doves everywhere. My right ear is ringing. It just started ringing. It kind of also, it sounds like, you know, when someone dings a triangle and it's like that ringing and that vibration. I can hear it in my head, in my ear. I can hear that right now. Maybe you get like a ding. And this could be that vibration of the divine feminine, the mermaid that is banging the stuff on the seabed. It's like this dinging, this vibration that you can hear, that you know it's time for union to begin. You may wake up on that morning that you meet this person, or you reconnect, that you connect online, and you could have a certain ringing or be feeling like it's like an otherworldly vibration, kind of like a echo. You could be feeling this or hearing this on that day that you meet them or you connect. We have guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. And again, this could be coming from the past. Some of you could have been in a court. I'm seeing a courtroom, and you know when the judge, they bang the thing. I don't know what this is called, but I'm seeing the courtroom. And some of you guys could have had to work through a lot of guilt and a lot of shame. It could have been coming from like abuse. Or I'm hearing laying down with the wrong person. So maybe you feel like you shared your body and you were intimate with the wrong people along your journey. But again, everything is a lesson, and it would have taught you discernment. It would have taught you how to respect your sexual energy, how to respect your physical body and your heart and your emotions. So they want you to be working through that last layer of guilt and really holding your sacral chakra and releasing this guilt. What else, Spirit? But again, obviously the banging, that creates a sound and it creates a vibration. So there's something about some sort of ding, a vibration, a bang, or maybe like a bell that you may hear. And I know when I was doing I'll link the other reading below, the Twinflame blueprint reading, when it was talking about union, I got woken up in the middle of the night by hearing a certain sound I can't necessarily describe because it was like otherworldly. And when I woke up, I saw an ethereal heart that was on fire. And then Spirit just kept saying, twin flame, twin flame, twin flame. So you could experience that. Or the divine counterpart does. Will they reach out? Love this. We have 1111. Is an important number for twin flames. It symbolizes the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. So you could be seeing 1111 everywhere. But obviously this represents that doorway. And it's like a wake-up call. Obviously this looks like, you know, it looks like the alarm clock. It's like that wake-up call. You're going to get that wake-up call from Spirit, from the Most High, that it is now time. What else? Can I get one more card, please, from this deck? What else do the collective need to hear, Spirit? One more card, please, from this deck. One more card, please. I feel like when you guys do meet, obviously you've got the two doves on the back in the heart. And my guides always say, the sign is a white dove, the sign is a white dove. So it's like you guys, you're not only holding that diamond blueprint, that activation, when you come into union, you'll be holding that frequency of the dove, of the white dove, of innocence, of purity, of spirit. Because it's unconditional love. It's true love and it's unconditional love. One more card, please, Spirit. We have confusion. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. So if you are still up in your head, like having those questions of like, where are they? Where are they? Am I actually going to come into physical union? You will have a bit more work to be doing, because obviously there's a lack of trust in yourself, in your divine counterpart, and in God. So again, it's like working through those last layers of guilt, of shame, and of confusion. And when you do feel confused on this path, you do want to be going straight to God. You want to be asking God. So you can ask, like, before you go to sleep, ask for it to be revealed in your dream. Ask God whatever it is that's playing on your mind. Like, can you show me how to get past this? Or can you show me what my block is? Can you help me clear this confusion? They're saying if you don't ask, then you won't get. So you need to be asking more. Ask for the divine intervention. What else, Spirit? They want one card from this deck. Okay, can I get one card from this deck for the collective? Thank you. We have Dragonfly Emergence. The way I said thank you then, I felt like I was like saying thank you like a child who's asked for something and they just got it. Again, I think this is going back to how this person is going to make you feel naked and literally like a newborn. It's going to put you into that childlike kind of giddy energy. You'll be like, you know, like teenagers in love. It's going to feel like that. But we have Dragonfly Emergence. And dragonflies are like hold that similar frequency and meaning to the butterfly. So it's gaining your wings. And I love how, is there two? There's 3 dragonflies, but you see how there's 2 dragonflies on her head. And again, you're going to be very active within your crown with speaking to each other telepathically and to be feeding on each other's energy. Basically, when you're this close to union, you're going to be feeling a lot of each other, which is where you do need to put those boundaries up, because you don't want someone pulling on your energy too much, especially if this is the masculine pulling on your energy, like wanting you to reach out. They're the one who has to birth it into this physical reality. They keep saying that. The divine masculine has to birth the union, the connection into the physical. And the divine feminine, you need to be holding the frequency in spirit, holding the line. You could be seeing dragonflies everywhere, but I do feel like this also alluding to that activation that you'll be having of your third eye and of your crown chakras, because you're going to be very, very tapped in. You need to be very tapped in to your higher self and to God right before union. I love how we have the white flowers down here. So white is very, very significant, like reclaiming your purity and your innocence. Again, you're going to be newborn. You're going to be newborn in some way when you come into union. And again, she's in water. So obviously the water element is very, very strong. I'm hearing cup floweth over. But that's how it's going to feel when you come together. It's that cup floweth over. It's that fulfillment. It's a true fulfillment. They're saying true, lasting fulfillment. This deck. Can I get one card from this deck, please? I thought I had a spider on me then. I was about to freak out. I don't like spiders. Thought I had a spider on me. Some of you guys could just recently have like seen a spider. Maybe it was in your room, or maybe it was like on you. What else, Spirit? Obviously spiders as well. Spiders are they create webs, and I'm just seeing a web, and it's like the web of illusion has been broken. The web of illusion has been broken, they're saying. We've got 2 cards here. We've got the penguin, diamond light activation. That's been coming through this whole reading. Diamond light activation. Light activations and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. And this is what is happening. You're getting completely different downloads and coding that you haven't received in this lifetime. It's not just in this lifetime, that you haven't received for eons. Like your soul at some point before the fall, they're saying, would have known this diamond's activation, but you haven't experienced it for lifetime after lifetime, and you will in this lifetime. So it can feel quite overwhelming at first. Maybe there'll be like a lot of supernatural energy going on around you. But again, they're asking you to stand your ground. Don't let it frighten you or scare you, to stand your ground. But again, I'm seeing like happy tears. Like it's actually here. It's actually happening. There's going to be a lot of happy tears that you will be experiencing very, very soon. We have the swan. Graceful transformation. Soften your heart and find your flow. The swan is also very much connected to divine counterparts. So I love that the swan has come out here, and the swans are very regal, they're very royal. You know that saying, ugly duckling to a swan. So like this has been your path, and they're showing me a lotus. So they're confirming that ugly duckling to a swan. Like you have risen from the ashes. You have risen from nothing to everything. I'm hearing like a Drake song. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now we here. So you really have moved on up. I'm hearing slums and the ghetto. Maybe some of you guys came from like the slums or the ghetto. You could have been like you could have been raised in like an on estate, like a cancer estate. Maybe you came from not having much, like really being in that lack consciousness. And you had to completely reprogram yourself to get yourself into a higher frequency and know that you are deserving and being able to pull in abundance by rewiring your mind and by working on your heart. But graceful transformation. So you walk this path with grace, with your heart. And that is Christ consciousness. It's the middle path. It's the path of the heart. It's not succumbing to your lower nature and then getting too flighty, stuck up in the higher nature. You need to be in the middle. And that's the path of the human. Which is why Jesus Christ was birthed onto earth and came to earth to be a human being. They want another card from this deck. They're giving us two. So we have Eagle, ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. I'm seeing ancestors crowding around, just clapping. They're so excited for this union that is about to happen. They're all kind of like swarming around, you know, kind of like an eagle will kind of like stalk. It will watch its prey before it comes in for the swoop, comes in for the kill and takes its prey. But that's what I'm seeing. But they're all like swooping around and watching because they can't wait. They're eager for this union to come in because it's gonna break more chains and more shackles that may have some ancestors in a bind. And a lot of your ancestors wouldn't have experienced true love in a lot of lifetimes. I'm hearing settling and settled. So they would have settled for whatever reason in their lifetimes on earth. So now when you're coming together in this union, in this true love, you're breaking those chains for your ancestors. So when they do choose to reincarnate, for those of them that will be coming back through onto earth, they have a chance then to know true love. Because you have broken that illusion, you've broken that web, you've broken that spell. Again, the web is coming through. Some of you could be seeing spiders everywhere or spiders' webs. We have the Llama, soul growth. Growth is never easy. Have faith and trust in the journey. I love how we have the two llamas here looking at each other. And again, you look, they have the different patterns that they're wearing. So you could come from like different cultures, different race, different generations, different ages, different lands, different countries. Completely like different ancestors, different bloodlines. But you're coming together at a soul level. You are mirrors. At a soul level, you have like a very, it's not even similar. It's like the same. It's the same frequency and the same vibration. Obviously, you have to be on the same frequency and on the same plane of existence in order to come into union. So it's like at the soul level, you are both whole, but you're coming together and you are the same. And this is where that diamond activation happens, Spirit are saying. And I'm staring at this mountain here. So you see this mountain here is like more beigey, more dull, and this mountain here is almost like it's ethereal, like it's all lit up. So you're bridging that gap between the human and between the soul, between what is logical and then between what is a miracle, what is a magic. So you're going to show other people around you that miracles do happen, that true love is real. So a lot of people are going to be looking at you like oh wow, if they can have that, then I can have it too. I feel like you have a lot of people, like strangers that you meet in the street when you are together with this person, who'll be coming up to you and talking to you, obviously because you hold powerful energy, so they're going to be drawn to you, they're going to be drawn to your light, to your consciousness. But it's also like they want to hear your story. So I'm seeing like old ladies, maybe you have like a lot of old ladies coming up to you and they're like oh, where did you guys meet? How long have you been together? And then maybe you've like only been together like for a few months and you say this and they're shocked. They're like, oh. Because it's like you hold that energy and that frequency and that connection of being together for a lifetime. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few cards from this deck? What is the collective? Okay. We have balance. Look at that. Divine feminine, divine masculine, and they're merged, they're one. This union will be coming into 3D. and it is protected. You see, it's got the triangle here, the black triangle here that looks like obsidian crystal. It's very much protected. Protected by God, protected by your ancestors, protected by Spirit, by Mother Mary, by Archangel Michael, by Archangel Metatron. Very, very protected. And you will be coming together in this lifetime, and you need to claim that. You need to declare that. What else, Spirit? You could be seeing like a lot of geometric shapes everywhere. Maybe even orbs or like flickers of light at like the side of your eye. What else, Spirit? Why do I feel like something's on me? I feel like something's here and it's on me. What else, Spirit? Some of you could have like attachments. So, you know, like parasites. We have like parasites in the body. So it's important to be doing parasite cleanses and to watch what you eat. Make sure that you are assisting your body in purging. Because parasites can wreak havoc within the physical body. So some of you could have just been doing a parasite cleanse, but also we can have parasites to try and attach to us in the ethereal, in the spirit world. So some of you, again, as well, you need to be really up in your spiritual hygiene game and making sure that your auric field has no holes or no energy leaks. We have seek the truth. And again, you see you got the two heads that are connected. So you're very much connected, and then you're speaking telepathically. You're going to be hearing each other right now, and you'll really be pulling on one another's energy. But I'm getting more so it's the divine masculine who will be pulling on the divine feminine's energy. And you see like this is a woman here, and it's like she's opening the veil. She's revealing to the divine masculine that there isn't actually a veil. That we have this earthly realm and we have this spirit realm, and they're very much intertwined and interwoven. And I'm hearing the past, present, and the future all happening simultaneously. The past, present, and future. So the divine masculine could be waking up to a lot of spiritual truths because he is really tapping into the divine feminine. He's tapping into the womb. That's what they're saying. He's tapping into the womb. So he's really awakening to all of these spiritual truths that he's always known that have been lying latent. There's something about his higher mind is being activated. The divine masculine's higher mind is being activated. So he is about to make a move. And you see how the divine feminine, she's not waiting, but she's connected and she knows it's about to happen. Again, you've got the number 7 here. So you could be seeing 7s everywhere, but 7 is enlightenment. You reached a certain state of enlightenment. Did you want another card from this deck? No. They want this one. We're going to start to close the reading. Now, Spirit, can I get one card from this deck, please? What does the collective need to hear right now? Jesus. Okay, we've got 2. Ganesh flew out over here. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. You guys could have a statue of Ganesh within your home or your garden. Or you're being asked to. Like you could have like a little Ganesh statue on your mantelpiece in your home. Or like on your altar. Some of you could have a Ganesh statue on your altar. But that's coming through. And again, like the lotus flower. So you've really risen from the muck and from the dirt. And there was a lot of people around you who unfortunately were hoping that you would fail, were hoping that you would stay in depression or a low frequency. And you were like, no, like, fuck you, fuck them. And you rose up and you became that swan. So there's a lot of people who don't understand how you did it. And obviously also on the spirit realm, you would have faced a lot of psychic attacks. This will happen to divine counterparts because when you come together, you really do make a huge imprint. And you set out these ripples to other people. You awaken other people and you show people, look, true love, unconditional love is real and it's unifying. It's like the greatest example of unity on the planet. And this is what the planet needs right now to raise up in consciousness. It needs to know what unity is, what it looks like. It needs that example of togetherness. And you're going to be this example. So you would have been facing a lot of psychic attacks from lower level entities. And from people in this realm who have agendas, who don't want to see humanity rise up and come into their power. You see, he's holding the axe here. So that's removing all of the obstacles and the challenges that will be in your way. But it's a very abundant energy that you are stepping into. Spirit are saying you will know the fruits of your labor. You will know the fruits of your labor. A huge shift is about to happen. You will be feeling it It is literally about to happen. It could happen any second, any day now. We have holy amethyst. I was going to say alchemist. Holy amethyst, divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. And look at the heart. Again, you've got the angel wings here. But the heart is crowned. And the heart is like it's in this casing, like it's protected. But the heart is very much a one and connected to the third eye and to the crown, to the angelic realms. So you really are, again, look, we have, this is giving me the diamond activation. So diamond activation is very, very significant. It's like you walked into a completely new divine blueprint, and this is because of union. It's like you have your soul's blueprint, your divine counterpart has their soul's blueprint, but when you come together, this merges your blueprints and it creates a whole new blueprint, and that's the diamond activation. That's what it is, and it's extremely powerful. They're saying it's the most powerful blueprint that there is, which is why it is often so overwhelming, or there's so much misinformation when it comes to twin flames and divine counterparts, and many people have turned away from it and saying that it isn't real. It is real, but there's a lot of misinformation out there to put people off the path and to confuse people, because again, there's an agenda, or they don't want people to unify and come together. What else, Spirit? And they particularly don't want to see divine counterparts having children and bring the spirit babies through, because these are going to be very ascended souls that will be coming through divine counterparts. Crystallized souls, they're saying. What else, Spirit? And they're saying who these dark forces and agendas are no match for. Like there has to be groups and groups of them to attempt to take on just one of these souls, and they would still all fall. What else, Spirit? Can I get one card, please, from this deck? What does the collective need to hear right now? They're saying look out for the seahorse. Look out for the seahorse. Not just like photos, but like in dreams. Could be having dreams of the seahorse. We have Chariot. Charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focused. I'm seeing Cinderella. And you know where the fairy godmother creates the beautiful carriage and the dress out of a pumpkin. That's what I'm seeing. So you're being completely leveled up. Your reality is going to completely shift. I'm getting within 6 months. Within 6 months, you aren't going to recognize yourself, and you're not going to recognize your reality. But you need to be claiming and demand that golden carriage. Be demanding from your fairy godmother and spirit, okay, I'm ready now. I'm ready for this pumpkin to be transformed. A lot of you guys could have already said that around like Halloween time. At the bottom of the deck, we have marriage. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Exactly. I'm seeing rings, so there could well be, I'm hearing holy matrimony. So a lot of you could have a wedding, like a traditional wedding, traditional marriage. But I'm also getting a hand fastening, like a sacred ceremony as well. Maybe you do both. There's going to be a lot of celebrating, a lot of joy. And look at this beautiful spark. This is the spark that you create when you're together with this person, your divine counterpart. And when you walk into a room, this is the spark that you create. So you will have a lot of people who would just come up to you, who may like just tell you, share you their life story. But also they're going to be very intrigued in you guys and how you met. There could be something like very, very unique about how a lot of you guys are going to meet your divine counterpart. But it's like people already know. You walk into a room, they see you, and they already know you have a unique story about how you met, and they want to hear it. It's a movie. It's a movie I'm hearing. For some of you, it'd be like a movie, or like your story could be made into a movie. Maybe a lot of you guys will make it into me. Maybe you're writers, because the art was coming through and the artist was coming through. So you could be writers. We're going to finish off. They want me to read the Seahorse poem again, actually. So the Seahorse poem that I wrote for this reading. It says, by oceanic law, good luck is about to pour. Deep into your womb, the phallus electricity will boom. With the power of Poseidon's staff, remember the times of Atlantis. Enter the realm of magic, the seahorse is here to guide the way. Out of rough waters, into the sacred well. Unity and unconditional love are sent from above. From the highest point to the seabed, even evil spirits are divinely led. For you to rise up and declare no death. The masculine carries the seed, so the feminine can do the deed. A change of perspective will strengthen connection. The courtship dance begins here. A match made in deep water can withstand pressure from shallow minds. Jump in with both feet, leave the old paradigm behind. Yeah, so you're gonna have a huge, not even just reality shift, like it said, a paradigm shift. So everything about you is gonna change. You're not gonna recognize yourself or your reality, and it's very, very powerful. It's mind blowing. But can I get another poem from my deck, please, Spirit, to finish out the reading? What do the collective need to hear? We have: Spirit walks with me. Wherever I go, my ancestors already be. I am them and they are me. Gratitude and worship are a necessity. I feed them and they watch over me. What has been and what will be, they speak through me, the wind and trees. You'll find me listening willingly. Ancestors, I rise up to meet you in me. Yeah, so you're really going to be freeing your bloodline, your lineage, your ancestors. And they're, again, I'm just seeing them around clapping. They're so excited. Everyone's so excited, like not just in the physical. You will have people around you who will be happy for you. Obviously, you're going to have that envy, but you will have people that be really happy for you. And in the spirit world as well, you have, it's just like lines and lines of ancestors. And it's on your divine counterpart side as well, who are going to be so happy. They're going to be having a party on the spirit realm. I forgot to mention, they were bringing up this book when I was meditating before this reading. It's called Kundalini, the Mother Power. So again, it's that confirmation that your Kundalini will be completely activating and rising on up. And again, this can create like strange physical symptoms in the body. But I'm seeing this as a masculine, this figure here. And look, it's all in alignment. So the divine feminine and divine masculine are in alignment. But again, they're saying it's divine masculine who will make a move, who will be making a move soon, because they need to be birthing this union into the physical, because the physical is a man's domain. I opened the book onto a certain page, and they wanted me to read out, it's a questions and answers page. So it says, is there a particular center I can meditate on in order to control my thoughts? And then it says, if you want to control your thoughts, you should concentrate on the center between the eyebrows. If you become very stiff and your concentration is intense, then you should not concentrate there for more than 2 minutes. Otherwise, you will become exhausted in the beginning. If you concentrate on the heart center, you will get peace, love, and joy. Try to hear the cosmic sound, the soundless sound, when you enter into the heart. If you bring love, joy, peace, and bliss up from the heart to the center between the eyebrows, then you will see that there will be no thoughts. The heart is the safest place for you to concentrate and meditate on. If you do this, automatically you will get purification, because inside the heart is the soul, and the soul is one with the infinite. It is from here you will get everything. Yeah, so they're really asking you to tap into your heart. And you guys are very, very, very much connected to your heart. But it's just to make sure that you are grounded in yourself and you are holding that space, because when this union comes in, it is going to be like that spark, like that bang. Again, I'm hearing a sound again that I can't necessarily describe. Where's the spark? Oh, it was at the bottom of the deck. It's like this, there's a bang that's going to happen energetically, spiritually, but also physically. So they want you to really be connected to your heart. And again, what did it say again here? Because inside the heart is the soul, and the soul is one with the infinite. So you need to be very, very much connected to your higher self and to God. So you're here when you're getting that divine guidance to either make that move or to be at a certain place at a certain time. You need to be acting on it and not dismissing when you're getting these signs. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah. So that is all the messages that is coming through for you guys. I hope that did resonate with someone out there, and I will see you in another video.